Okay, so one very good question asked is what do we mean by the prone CPR and how do we do it? So prone CPR is also known as reverse CPR. But before explaining it, understand that as far as possible, wherever possible, one should do a CPR in the supine position itself. Prone CPR is only and only indicated in conditions where you are not able to supine the patients quickly. So very few limited conditions are there. It can be like if suppose a patient is being prone for severe ARDS and hypoxemia is there, and the patient is hemodynamically unstable, and suddenly patient has cardiac arrest, and you are not getting time to supine the patient, or in a trauma patient where you feel that it's a spine injury and the patient is lying prone and moving the patient quickly will can damage to the spine. But in that condition also try to log roll the patient and make it supine. But suppose time doesn't permit and you are not in a position to supine the patient, so you should continue the CPR in the prone position because it can be life saving. So how one should do it? So the chest compressions rate and frequency all are same. It should both are same in the supine and prone. The important is where do we do place the hand and do the CPR. So it should be somewhere between the mid thoracic spine, um, somewhere around between T7 to T10. So how do I identify? So below the lower border of scapula, the shoulder blades below the lower border of scapula, just come one or two vertebrae below it, and then here in the mid in that area on the spine, you can do the chest compression. The important thing is because the patient is lying prone, the bottom of the chest where the sternum is, it is very soft, sort of. It's not very hard like that. So you should put something sandbag below the chest or flute bottles, something like that, or even one can use you place the fist. Your supporting staff can place the fist so that the sternum becomes something is below the sternum which is hard, so that the chest compressions are effective. Otherwise, it will not it will not generate good cardiac output. Secondly, you may also need to defibrillate this patient in prone position. So how to place the pads? So one thing is you can place both the pads in the armpits in the mid axial line, or one pad below the or at the lower left scapula, and the other one as far as in the front on the left side of the chest. So you can use that to defibrillate the patient. But as far as possible, do the CPR in supine position. Prone is limited in very few conditions, but it's better to save the life rather than to waste the time and wait for other things. So I hope this clarifies, and do read more about it.